All right, I know this is going to be terribly loud, but this is going to be one of our final videos on this trailer. It was or is a shipping container moving trailer. I've moved dry van boxes with it. I've done all kinds of different stuff with it. And we've used quite a bit, and the more I've used it, honestly, the more I'm kind of, I don't want to say bummed out, but more I don't want to sell it. But I want to do a video kind of for me and for others out there that might or may not be interested in it. It is, I believe, a 1998 Cash Brothers purpose-built trailer. And so you can see kind of in here, hopefully that lines up with the camera, these red dogs that are welded on here. And that essentially is where the container stops. And then there's this hydraulic driven chain winch system that runs the length of the trailer, comes around a pulley and then comes back. So it's kind of a continuous loop, and it does a really, really good job. Now right in here is where it actually will tilt. And I know it's going to be terribly loud because this little, I think it's a knockoff Honda engine that I've got here. It was bad when I got it. I think it had sat outside and rained in it. So we had to replace it. So we just got on Amazon. We got this Duro Max power system. Like I said, knockoff Honda. I didn't mess with the hydraulics. We left it there. It has a 1-inch coupler horizontal shaft that couples it to that hydraulic pump, and then that's the reserve for it. It does have the ability for electric start over there. I've never used it. We've always done the pull start, and it seems to work just fine. It's noisy. What I should have done was put some rubber dampeners right in here, and you can see it's kind of chafing or vibrating there. So not really a big deal. It's always worked for what we've needed it. I wanted to demonstrate it a little bit before we sold it. I've showed you guys a bunch of, you know, hauling, but I've never showed it actually working. So if I can do all this one-handed here, hopefully. All right, I know it's very loud, but this here runs this hydraulic cylinder, and it will actually pitch it all the way down. And that's a beefy cylinder, so even with a 40-foot container on there, it will run it. And then you have that chain winch system here. Now it's not fast, but it'll drag the containers up and it'll push them off the trailer. And it'll push them off the trailer. Maybe that audio wasn't even usable, but hopefully you could hear me over some of that noise. So we got a good deal on auction with this thing. We had to do a little work to it. I've put several sets of tires on it, done some wiring repair to it. Like I said, the motor, but really the rest of the trailer, we have had to do a few little welding jobs on it, but the rest of the trailer has been a really, really good quality trailer. So roughly 21,000 pounds. I have a couple 10-ply tires on there, but most of those are 14-ply tires, and then that's how this thing works. So whoever the fellows that built this, they, as far as I'm concerned, they did a pretty good job. Little toolbox there. Up here is where they had the electric start function, and so back in the day it was electric start. And then they put a nice cylinder right here that I so far haven't had anything that it wouldn't pick up. They did a good job kind of putting stops in here, lots of tie downs on here. They thought about it pretty well. They got the axles located decent. I believe it's 37 feet here, so you had about 3 feet hanging off the back. So this is our Cash Brothers trailer. It's probably one of the last videos on it before we send it out to somebody else to get good use out of it. I just thought I'd share it with you.